Hello and welcome back to 1001 Beers You Must Try Before You Die. I have a beer from Belgium here, first brewed in 2005. It's 7% and it is Jan de Lichte by De Toren, which means the glass tower in Belgian, or Flemish, I guess. Bought this bottle in the Grumpy Goat. I don't know how much I paid for it because the price isn't on it, but I love the fact that it's in paper as it's supposed to be in the actual picture. That's great, and it's got this sort of rough artistic drawing of the guy who's Jan de Lichte, who turns out is some sort of brigand, infamous brigand in the area of Bruges during the late 18th century. I'll tell you more about him in a bit. This is apparently a double wit beer. So I don't know if I've had a wit beer, I've had doubles before, so I imagine this is just a strong wheat beer. Always love a bit of paper, which means it's probably not branded underneath, and that's fine. I've done a few beers by De Toren so far. If some of you might remember the bicycle bar, which had the crate, which I felt like I was being held hostage in Ghent. I did a beer review in there. Let's just put that to one side. And here we have this lovely sort of large bottle. Not much else to say about it really, so let's, without further ado, let's crack this open. Oh, it is not too lively. Okay, good. I've got a nice chalice glass here, as it suggests. Now, probably bottle condition, but it's a hazy beer anyway, so it wouldn't matter too much. Oh, that's good. Not too fizzy. This is pouring really well. Smells really good. Right, well, that's poured really well, so I'll just leave that for a moment. You have to sit and fizz away for a bit. It's really fizzy. Let's do the tasting notes. Straw yellow in colour. It is indeed. It pours with a generous head of foam and leaves noticeable trace of gorgeous looking lacework as it descends in the glass. Alright, look forward to that. The mouthfeel is light to medium with lemony and grapefruit notes on the palate, joined by lightness of touch in the spicing. Doesn't say anything about how it smells, so I can make that up. So, fizzing away nicely. It is very much straw yellow. The head is kind of falling down, much larger bubbles. It's not really a tight head at all. Right, so let's go for the smell. Cheers. Smells a bit like a wheat beer, but it's very light. Smells very delicate. And I go straight for the taste. I'm quite thirsty. Cheers. Oh, that's lovely. It says light to medium. Yeah, it is. It's got a really nice delicate taste to it. Lemony and grapefruit notes. And slightly spicing. That's a beautiful beer. It doesn't taste like a wheat beer like you'd expect it. It does not taste like 7% in the slightest. Just have another taste. That is really nice. Very much citrusy. Like almost tastes like it's got some of a bit of orange peel in there or something like that. It's kind of got that crisp, very crisp, very lemony, very citrusy. A bit of grapefruit. I wouldn't call, not too much grapefruit because it's not at all sour. I'm just going to let that sort of. It's got a really nice aftertaste. It's got this kind of like really crisp aftertaste. So this is from De Toren, as I said. The brewery started in 2004, so it hasn't been around a huge amount of time. The brewers are graduates of the brewing school at the University of Ghent, as I mentioned earlier, so it's no surprise I found it there. Let's see, it's a bit about... it says... the brewery is nicknamed the Glass Tower, a name that has survived from the 19th century. In those days, the area around the brewery was open farmland, except for one very large structure with big glass windows in which ladies of various states of undress could be seen. Okay, interesting. says that the ideas of local tradition and history also extends to the beers. Most of the names of De Glas and Torrens beers come from local history, and this luscious 4-grain double wit beer is no different. So Jan de Lichte was an infamous brigand in the area during the late 18th century, but the law finally caught up with him and he suffered an inglorious end on a medieval torture device in Aalst at the age of 23. And the book goes on to say, needless to say, he would have led a longer life if he had taken up brewing. Probably that's true. Let's go for another taste. Oh. Super. That is just a super light, easygoing beer. It's be great on a summer's day. Absolutely, I don't know why I've never come across it before, but it doesn't taste like a Belgian beer, I suppose. It's so light, and the one it reminds me most of is probably Deus, which is that kind of like champagne beer. Just super nice. I'll definitely have this again. If I see it again, it's sort of one I'd give as a present, as it's in that kind of nice paper wrapping. So, yeah, it's a light, crisp, delicate, citrusy wheat beer that's 7%. Really, it's not. Even though it is called a wit beer or a wheat beer, it isn't really. I wouldn't say it takes on too many of the characteristics from it. A bit more like a golden ale, but obviously it's a bit because it's quite clear. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there and go and enjoy the rest of this. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you for another review soon.